The desert stretches forever, silent, endless, merciless. A place where time moves slow, where every sound carries meaning, and every man carries a story he'd rather forget. One day, into this stillness comes a stranger. No one knows his name, and he doesn't offer it. He speaks little, moves slower than the wind, and carries one thing that defines him: a harmonica. Its sound drifts through the air like a ghost, soft and mournful, a song that feels like it remembers something terrible. He arrives in a town on the edge of the frontier, a place built on ambition and blood. The railroad is coming, and with it comes greed, power, and death. Everyone wants a piece of the land, and no one's willing to wait for it. There's a woman, too, a survivor. She's come to start over, to build a home on a patch of earth that was supposed to promise peace. But the West doesn't care about peace. The West takes what it wants. Her husband is gone before she even unpacks her bags, murdered by men working for a name whispered like a curse. A man who wears black, whose eyes are colder than the steel of his gun. He kills without hesitation, without emotion. For him, violence is business, not pleasure. And business is good. The woman finds herself alone, surrounded by vultures in human form, men who smile as they circle, waiting to claim what isn't theirs. But the stranger stays. He doesn't tell her why. He doesn't tell anyone why. He just waits, quiet and patient, the sound of his harmonica following the wind like a warning. And then there's another man, a thief, an outlaw, a survivor in his own right, rough around the edges, loyal only when it suits him, but somehow drawn into the same storm. Together, they form an uneasy alliance. Three souls bound by fate, each chasing something different: money, redemption, revenge. Every encounter, every standoff feels like the calm before an earthquake. Words are few, glances speak volumes, and the desert watches, unmoved, ancient, eternal. Slowly, the truth begins to surface. The stranger isn't just wandering, he's hunting. The harmonica he plays isn't a melody, it's a memory. The man in black has heard it before, and every note drags him closer to a past he's spent his life trying to bury. When their paths finally collide, it isn't about the railroad or the land or the woman. It's about a moment burned into memory, a boy forced to watch something no child should ever see. The harmonica was the last thing he heard before his world ended. And now, as men, they stand face to face, the sound of that same tune echoing across the dust. The duel is inevitable. The West doesn't forgive, it doesn't forget. It settles all debts in blood and silence. When the smoke clears, the ghost has done what he came to do. The man in black lies still, his empire of greed crumbling like dust in the wind. The woman, the only one who ever dreamed of building rather than destroying, stands alone, ready to finish what they started. The railroad moves forward, civilization creeping into the wild. The age of gunfighters and ghosts is ending. The stranger rides away, the harmonica's song fading into the horizon, a sound that belongs to no one and everyone. He came out of the desert, and to the desert he returns. Because some men aren't meant to belong anywhere. They're just passing through, carrying justice, pain, and the memories of a world that's dying beneath the sun. And long after the dust settles, the melody remains. A song of vengeance, a song of love lost and peace never found. A song for the West, beautiful, brutal, and eternal. Can you guess the movie?